Is this the end for Tony Ferguson? This past Saturday, in the main event of UFC 279, two of the greatest mixed martial arts legends from the past battled to win the championship. There was an exciting matchup between former interim lightweight champion Tony "El Cucuy" Ferguson and Stockton's top lightweight Nate Diaz. However, the result of this match might be shocking for you. So let's talk about this in today's video. Make sure to watch this video till the end. Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. This channel is all about punches, kicks and knockouts. We belong to the world of MMA. If you're also an MMA fanatic, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to stay connected with us. That being said, let's get ready for this. There can be no doubt that Tony Ferguson suffered a tough loss during his fight against Nate Diaz at UFC 279, as it marked his first submission loss since 2009. According to carreer, a former double champ and UFC Hall of Famer who retired from combat sports in 2020, Ferguson could be nearing his end of the fight career. In his last 5 fights, Tony Ferguson has somehow managed to lose 5 fights after losing just 3 of his first 28 fights combined. The fall from grace of this fighter has been drastic, and he no longer appears to be the fighter he was when he was at his peak. Despite Ferguson's success in the past, carreer believes that it may be time for him to hang up his gloves. During an appearance on the DC and RC show, carreer made the following statement regarding the situation. He said, "Ferguson just does not seem to have it anymore, but he does not seem to have the self-awareness to understand it. He just doesn't really want to walk away from the game, and I get it. It's hard to walk away, but he just doesn't have it anymore, man." In addition, carreer continued to explain that Ferguson might not have the chance to face an opponent going forward, saying, "I honestly don't know who the UFC can match him up with anymore, because if he'd fought Li Jingliang, he would have lost to him. It would have probably been worse because Li would have hit him with big shots early, so I just don't know who they can match this guy up with anymore." But what are the chances of this retirement news coming true? Well, here's how it started. It has been reported that Tony Ferguson nearly considered retirement at one point in his career. After Michael Chandler knocked Ferguson out with a brutal front kick at UFC 274, Ferguson admitted that if he didn't have a good first round, he would probably have given up on mixed martial arts. Despite El Cucuy's optimism that a move to welterweight would help him prolong his career, his loss to Nate Diaz in the UFC 279 main event did not leave much room for optimism. In the past, Daniel Cormier has stated that he believes Ferguson has had enough of competing at the highest level, in spite of the fact that many believed that his comments were based on his relationship with Khabib Nurmagomedov, who has been a long-time rival of Ferguson's for decades. It is hard to argue with Ferguson after seeing El Cucuy suffer his first consecutive defeat as a result of his poor performance. Even though every fighter's career must come to an end at some point, it would be great to see the former interim champion leave the sport with a victory to his credit. There is no doubt that leaving with 5 straight defeats is a tough way to go out, particularly for a fighter who had a prime as dominant as Ferguson had. However, despite being defeated by Diaz, Tony said he's not going to retire now. He stated in an interview, "El Cucuy is a legend. I'm not going effing nowhere, man." Ferguson said he enjoyed the fight and felt like a different me, and when it came to the division he wanted to compete in, he wasn't 100% sure if welterweight or lightweight was the right one. He stated, "I hang my hat at 2 different places besides home, at 155 and at 70. Ferguson said, "At 70, it's been like, what, 10, 11 years? I mean, shit, I was 14 too, with mostly knockouts. My body literally just got used to it. I fought in May, I lifted heavy, I was taking some weight gainer protein, doing it right. I enjoyed it. My fans, the supporters, family and fans first. It's a different me out there, and it's a different me right now." Well, we hope we'll see a different Tony in the future. And that's been it. Express your opinion in the comments below and consider subscribing to the channel. But before that, the like button must be pressed. We'll feel better, you know? We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching.